Good afternoon, everybody. I am Melissa Neely, and I am with Neely's Needle Nest, which is my Flosstube channel. This is my very first Flosstube. Yay! I've been wanting to do this for about 4 months, and I'm finally sitting down to do it. So, a little bit about myself, just to start out with. Before I start, it is actually Sunday afternoon, August 12th, 2018. I was born and raised in Chicagoland. I lived in Northwest Indiana until I graduated from high school. And then from there, I went on to college in Missouri at SBU in Bolivar, Missouri, and got my degree there. I ended up in Kansas after that and lived in Kansas for about 9 years. And during that 9 years, I got married and had my babies there. And after that, my husband works for the railroad, so we were transferred to Florida, Jacksonville, and lived there for 9 years. And then the railroad decided to make region offices, and my husband worked for Nashville, so we got transferred to Nashville for 9 years, and then got transferred back again to Florida. So we just got back in Florida last September, so I've been here a year, and I have not gone back to a full-time job until just recently. So I am getting ready to start a new job tomorrow, actually, here in one of the high schools. So I'm going to be doing that. And so for a year now, I've been stitching a lot. So I have a lot of stitching to show, not this video, but coming up. And because I've had a lot of time to stitch in a year. Let's see. I've got some notes here, so I'm going to be using notes so I can keep on track. I worked some on cross stitching while the girls were growing up, but I travel a lot with travel soccer with one of my daughters, and so I had a period of time that I didn't cross stitch. So I just actually got back into doing a lot of it about 2 years ago, and I will tell you a little bit about why towards the end of my video on that one. In the meantime, since we've been here, my 2 daughters are actually adults, and they moved here with us. And we, as a family, started a business called LuLaRoe with the Neelys. So we've done that for a year, and we still do that. And I'll link that in my notes below, but I don't want to really get into that in my Flosstube videos. But that's what we do also in the meantime, and just to get some money over the first year and get settled in. That's what we did. I have dabbled some in scrapbooking, card making, jewelry making, and some quilting, but I have always come back to cross stitch. And actually, as I've gotten older, I kind of just want to land on cross stitch. I still do some card making here and there because I like to do that, so I do some of that also. I'm active in my church. I've done children's choirs for 18 years. After that, I worked in women's ministry, and that's what I do now. So that's what I do in some of my spare time. I enjoy my family and my church family and doing all that also. That will probably come out in my videos because that is my life. So that's how I like to do life. I've been stitching for about 35 years, and I remember, and I'll show you sometime in one of my videos, I remember some of my really small little first things, and I still have them, so I'll show them to you. I've been fairly on a limited budget as I've stayed home through the years, so I have always gravitated towards Stony Creek magazines and their patterns because I could subscribe to that, get it every month, and have stuff that I could stitch and not have to go out and purchase a lot. Of course, part of that was I've never had an LNS close to me, really, ever. Wherever I've lived, I've never had one close, so I relied a lot on the magazines. I discovered Flosstube back in January, and I cannot believe it. You all are great, and I know I don't comment a lot, but I watch a lot of you. So know that I do watch a lot of you, and I know who you are, even though you probably don't know who I am. So that's been so much fun. It's just a great community. I love watching y'all. Some of my first videos that I watched when I was first discovering Flosstube was Ginger Gerald and his cross stitch designs, Sisterista, Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching, Priscilla and Chelsea, yay, Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, and Bendy Stitching Michelle Garrett. And I've watched a lot more too, and I'll shout out different ones in different videos. But those were kind of my first step into it. And even though you'll learn this as you see some of my stuff, I'm not much of a sampler person, but a really good friend of mine who does stitching with me, she is, and she's very primitive, and she likes that. So I've done retreats. I like the history of all the samplers and stuff. I just don't do a lot of samplers. I have done some, and I'll show you one big one I have done. I'll show you that today. Let's see. So I think I'll start with showing you some of my whips and what I've been working on. I have one, and I saw this, I can't remember where I saw it, but I loved it and I wrote it down. That's called PFO. And if you don't know what PFO is, it's pulled from oblivion. And this is one, and I've always usually just been one to just work on one stitch at a time, but in the last 2 years I'm watching Flosstubes, that's kind of gone away. But I gotta show you this one because it's my daughter's sampler, and she's 21. She's 21 now. And I am not finished it. Can you believe that? I finished everything and I can't finish. Well, part of it, the reason why I didn't finish it, was I lost the pattern during all our moves. Well, this time when we moved to Florida, I said put every box in the main big room of our house, because that would force me to go through every box, and would you know, I found it. So this is the pattern. I don't know if any of you have ever seen this because it's old. Look at the price. I got it at a store called Old America. I don't even know where that is. It probably was Kansas. It was $6. And it was this birth sampler. It's got a bunch of rabbits on it. It's so cute. And I'll show you where I'm at now that I found it. And you're gonna see one thing I learned, which a lot of you probably know this, but I didn't at the time because I stored my needle in it, and so I have a needle mark on this. It's really big. I'm almost done, and I'm gonna finish it. I actually have worked on it some since I found it. I only have some rabbits left. Oh, and I changed the colors. The colors on this are blues, but I changed to purples. Because at the time, Holly Ann, my daughter, her room was purples. But look, isn't it cute? I love it. Can you see it? Look at the big rabbits at the top with the big letters, and each corner has a rabbit. They're so cute. There's that rabbit. I'm gonna finish it. I only have some rabbits at the bottom to finish. I'm gonna finish it. I'm so happy that I found the pattern again. I actually had found the pattern online and was just getting ready to purchase it when I found it. So, thank you, Lord, for the eBay, huh? We can find stuff there. So that's one of my very old ones. Now everything else, I don't have any old projects because I finished my projects. So that's like my oldest project and only one in a very long time ago. Okay, let me show you some things I'm working on. So I kind of got into the kick of doing SALs. And my first SAL that I did was last year, and I'm going to show you that finished one when I show you my fully finished projects. But this is one I'm working on now. The one I'm going to show you later is last year's of this one. I don't know if any of you've seen this, and I'm going to... we don't have a fully, a picture of the full thing because it's a mystery SAL. You get a band every month for 12 months, and it's big, and it's Linens and Threads. They're out of Australia, and I discovered them online because their bands are free patterns. And so this one is this year's, and I'm behind on it a couple months, and you pick your own colors. They give you the pattern, you pick the colors, and then when you go on Facebook and watch all the different colors and what people are choosing is so awesome. Now this one this year is called Medieval Zoo, and I love it. So I'm gonna go slow because it's huge. They're both huge. I'm gonna put my drink over here before I spill it. Okay, look. You see it? There's January. That's January. Then February. Look at the dragons. And then I'm actually January, April. April's that one I'm working on right now. And then January, February, March, April, May. That's actually May. And I'm behind, but May, June, and July are the same. They put June and July together because it's a big band, and that's all I'm behind really is May and June and July. I'm using some copper. I don't know if, yeah, you can see it there. Copper metallic threads in that. I love this one and the colors. They looked medieval to me. So I picked those royal colors. So I'm working on that one. That's one of my whips I'm working on. I got a lot of SAL, so I got a lot of whips. That's one reason why I have a lot of whips. Because I wait every month for something that I need to stitch on. Okay, and then my next one is a Ship's Manor one, and it's called Through the Window. I'm a couple months behind on that too because of all these SALs I'm doing. I love this. Look at this. Look at this fabric. And this fabric's from Ship's Manor also. It is beautiful. Look, it's like a really bright turquoise. I'll try to get the right. Maybe that's good lighting. But each window is a month. So I have January, February, March, and April done. It's called Through the Window, so I have most of the windows done. I got a little bit more on the windows. Isn't that great? I love this one. I love the colors of this material and the whole project. Okay, that is Ship's Manor, Through the Window. I'm also doing another Ship's Manor called Bluebird. And I love this one too because my house, the decor in my main part of my house is turquoise, which this part of my room and my chair is kind of my vintagey room. So it's turquoise and like browns and like coppery orange, kind of those colors. So when I saw this one, I really wanted it because it would match my house. It's another Ship's Manor, done on one of their fabrics again, and it's like a chocolate blue fabric. I love it. And then all the threads are blues. So look, try to get that color. Look at that, blues, all those blues and birds. And you know what? I am a bird person too. I know there's several of you out there, hence my name, Neely Nest. I love birds. I love bird cages and all kinds of that. All things like that. Here, let me show you up close. You see that? All different blues, and these threads also are from Ship's Manor. But I wish you could see the true color of this because it's like there's blue shades in this brown. There, you can see there. You can see some of the blue in it. It's so pretty. So I'm working on that one. And, oh, look at this project bag. I belong to an exchange group online. Actually, this one was Dixie Sampler's exchange group. And my partner, look what she sent me, a project bag. And I love the ones with vinyl on them. And it's a small one, and I love it. And look, she put a cross stitch on the front of it. And I'm sorry right now, I cannot recall her name because it's been a few months back now. But it's so cute. I'll put it in the notes who made this. Isn't that cute? I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then I have a SAL from, and I know some of you know this one, By the Bay. I'm doing the By the Bay one, Safe Harbor. I love anything water, beachy too. You'll find as I do things, I like many different things. I like a lot of critters and animals, and I like anything beachy and stuff like that. Okay, here, I'll unroll this one. I'm caught up. I just got the new one, so I haven't started it yet, but I am caught up on this one. You see it? And then I'll unroll it as I go. I love this one. It's so pretty. The only thing I changed in this one is the water. There's the beginning. There it all is. I love this one. And I cannot wait till I get done. And when I get it done, it's going above my big screen TV. That's where I'm putting it. It'll be really, it's probably going to be 45 inches wide. It'll be perfect above my 55-inch TV. I can't remember what I have over there. So that's my By the Bay. And this fabric, if you're wondering, is hand dyed by Stephanie Gina. So that's Gina I'm doing it on. And the flosses I changed to are, I'll have to look, Kentucky Blue. I'll show you. Oh, Kentucky Bluegrass is the darker. And then this one is, oh yeah, Sea Glass. So those are the two colors I changed to. So that's that one. And then I have another one, Sal, I'm doing. This is the last one that's like where you get monthly or different that I'm working on. I do have a few more that I'm going to do. They haven't started. This one's Lakeside Needleworks, which I love some of theirs too. This is actually like a sampler, and I told you I don't do many of these, but I liked it, and it's a little wrinkly because I'm working on it. It came in different colors, waves that you could choose. I chose this to go with my house, but I really want to do it again like in rainbow colors because it's so pretty with the rainbow. So here we go. Make each day your masterpiece is what it's called. And then it lightens up, and then it starts going dark again until we're done. And look, that last band that I'm on, I'm one band behind, I believe. You could choose, they gave you dogs or cats. I have a dog, I have a Dachshund. His name is Tebow. And yes, after Tim Tebow, we got him in Florida when we first lived here. My daughter was a soccer fan, and she was actually Tim Tebow's number 15 when we were in Florida, and we were kind of his fans, so we have a dog named Tebow. So that one is Lakeside Needleworks, or and where are they in England? I think that's where they are. I'm sorry, I can't remember where they are. Okay, and this one isn't one of those monthly ones, but it's one that starts today, and I know most of you know what that is. What one's starting today? Peace on Earth. I love this one. I chose the grayish fabric, and I'll show you my start. This started today, and you're going to look at it and you're going to say, you did all that today? No, I started yesterday. It was the 12th in other parts of the world, so I started yesterday. And I started with the house. I love that house. Look at the colors on the house. They're so pretty. And then I went to the white down below, and then to these little snow flowers is what I'm calling them. So this is the cardinal. Of course, I'm doing both SALs that are coming up that have cardinals because I like birds. So that's what I'm working on right now with everybody else. So that's that one. And that's all the whips I'm working on right now. So I'm going to show you some of my finally finished projects. I pulled some off the wall that are usually behind me. So you'll see those on the next videos because they'll be on the wall. But I'm going to show them to you now because I've taken them down. But before I show you those, I didn't finish my daughter's sampler, which I showed you at the beginning that I'm finishing. But this sampler I finished maybe 5 years ago. I didn't finish hers in time either. This was my other daughter, Heather. I see the moon sees you. God bless the moon. God bless you. And that was her burst sampler. And I couldn't find the pattern for this. It was a kit, I believe. I changed and took the Ada out probably and put linen. It's a bluish linen. So I don't have information on that. Sorry, there's a glare. But I love that one. That hangs in her room. She is 20 now. And that is a finished one. Okay, and this one is really big. I don't even know if I'm going to be able, how I'm going to be able to show you this. This is 2017 Linens and Threads. The theme was garden. So most of this is flowery and garden. And it's going to be hard to show, but I'm going to try to show you. And it's framed. And I picked these colors for it. And I'll just scroll up so you can see it. And I'm going to give you close-ups of the bottom since I can get it closer, but I have beads on here. I like to bead, so I have a lot of beads on here. Look at the bees. Aren't the bees? And every stripe of the bee is gold, like metallic gold stripe. And this, it has something else. I think it had more acorns, but I put squirrels on them. And then this band that says 2017 was supposed to be more flowers, but I chose to put the 2017 on it. And there's more flowers. More designs. And the band that says bloom where you are planted, I added. And then there's the bottom. And I'm going to show you close up so maybe you can see some of the beads. So some of those urns are beads that I did. Gold metallic ones. And I do sign all of my projects and date them. If there's not a date on them, I date them at the bottom also. This one was so fun. I've had friends tell me I need to enter it in the fair, but I've never done that, so I'll have to figure out how to do that. So that is one of my favorites. And the owners of Linens and Threads in Australia actually happened to be in Florida, and I didn't know it till after the fact, like right down the street from me. They had friends here. I'm like, oh man, if I had known, I'd take this over there and had him sign it or something. But I really love that one. So that is 2017 Linens and Threads. Okay, then I have a bunch of Lizzie Kates that I've done. And now we'll move into things that really have patterns instead of SALs and stuff. So this is Lizzie Kate's Time for God. You see that? You'll see it better done. At our house we do real, we do mistakes, we do I'm sorry, we do do-overs, we do fun, we do loud really well, we do forgiveness, we do hugs, we do patience, we do family, we do love. I love this. It got nicked in the move right here, but I still love it. So that's that one. And some of these I didn't know, you know, I should keep track of things like what fabric I use, and I have been since January keeping track of that. But that one I've done a few years ago, so I can't remember what the fabric was on that one. So there's that one. Then I've done, this might have a glare, At Our House. Another Lizzie and Kate one. I'll show you the real one so I know that's glaring. At Our House. Where is my At Our House? Well, I took it down. You might have to come back to that one. Oh no. Oh, I showed you the wrong order. Did I not? I did. That's what I did. It's still on the wall over there. That one I just showed you was At Our House. Sorry about that. And I probably won't edit much my first few ones, so you just have to take my mistakes until I figure out editing and everything. My daughter's going to look at it. She might be able to edit. So I had just showed you At Our House. I have done this one It's still on my wall. I love that one. Okay, and then I've also done another Lizzie Kate, Things Unseen. It's kind of a sampler and not normally me, but I loved the colors in it. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be given or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. I love this one, and I rarely put glass on anything. I usually leave everything glassless, but usually if they're big and have beads, lately I've been putting glass on them. So this one I put glass on. I know there's a sale going on right now for this. And I know the beads have been hard to find, or the buttons have been hard to find. I have some of that, but not the buttons. This one's so fun. It hangs on the wall behind me. And that was a mystery sal. You only got parts of it, like 3 parts I think at a time. So you didn't know what it was going to be till the end also. And another one, I'm going to shout out one other person. So I discovered someone yesterday on Flosstube, someone new. Her channel is, oh my goodness, I forgot the channel. I'm going to look it up. Her channel is well, it's not letting me look at my subscriptions. Oh, it doesn't have me sign in. Hope that don't mess me up. Okay. Cross My Stitches. That's her channel. She's fairly new. She had like 8 videos, and I binge watched her yesterday. And then the first one, and I had been told about her, but I didn't know her channel. And so I ran across her yesterday, and she only lives like 45 minutes from me. She uses the same LNS as me, and we just have not run into each other yet in the last year. So she was talking about how she doesn't normally like Samsara very much, but she likes some of their things, and I'm the same way. And this was one I loved of Samsara. I'm going to have to find their chart. Here it is. Here's the chart. Samsara, I will always be a wildflower. I loved that one. It kind of matches all the colors of my house. So I got that one. And here it is, finished and framed. Now, the funny thing is, because I am not very educated in the cross-stitch world and things that you can do, I have framed everything until recently, because I've learned you don't have to frame everything. So I've been doing some other things, and I'm going to show you one thing I've done. Or 2 things I've done that's not framing. So I'm trying to learn some finishes. I love that. You see the colors? There will always be a wildflower. Fun. And I just finished that one this year. That one I finished this year. Another one I've done, and this is one of my finishes that is not a framed one. Ink circles. Remember, I kind of like critters. I like squirrels. This is Red's Treehouse by Ink Circles. I hope I'm showing all these well enough for you all. So you all let me know below if I need to slow down or show something longer. So that's Red's Treehouse. And I made him into a pillow. Look. Isn't he cute? Of course, I would like rickrack and little pom-poms around the edge, but this is my first pillow, and I wasn't going to start with that. So, and I also added, I changed his door to turquoise since my house is turquoise. So the door is turquoise, and then I put the words in the turquoise, Red's Treehouse. I just added those on there myself. I just found an alphabet and added those. I love this one. He's pretty puppy. Here's the back. Love it. That's Red's Treehouse. And then I like Mill Hill too. And I'm not going to show you all my Mill Hill today. I'll show you another time. But I do some Mill Hills. I've been trying to do all the Santas. So I've done some of those three Santa series, and I'll show you those another time. But I like the little magnets too, or you can do whatever you want. This one's Mill Hill. It's from the Autumn Harvest. It was called Autumn Gold. And I love sunflowers too. That's another thing I like, sunflowers. My daughter likes sunflowers too. Look, isn't that cute? And look at the little bee. Little bee on there. This one's on my refrigerator. I love that one. That's a Mill Hill. And then I've also done this that everybody's done, and I did kind of as an ornament. It hangs on like a sconce I have in my house. It's orange and rusty color. I did Farm Fresh, and I did change the colors. If you want to know what those colors are, just comment below, and I will get those to you. Let me get that closer. And that little pen there, my girlfriend gave me, that goes to retreats. One of my girlfriends, she lives in Tennessee. Farm Fresh, she gave me that counting pen, and I just stuck it in there because it matched. Oh, and just so you know, I did a Vanna finish, and then put the border on it, and just hung it with a ribbon that I liked. That's Farm Fresh. And this one I just finished, and it's not a frame, and I actually went to a class for this last week at my LNS. My LNS is Brick City Stitchers, and they're in Ocala, Florida. It's like an hour and 15 minutes from me, but I don't care. I'm there like every other week. I'll stitch. Well, now that I'm working, I won't be, but when I wasn't working, I'd go and stitch all day and sit with the ladies. It's been fun. I made some new friends in Florida that are stitchers, and I love that. But we learned how to make the box things. Now, I've seen videos where you use like the foam, like floral foam, or the, I can't remember what it's called, styrofoam stuff. This is made with, it's either 8 or 9 foam boards that we are fortunate to have a framer right next door to our LNS. They're not linked, but that's where a lot of people get their stuff framed, and she'll cut the foam boards for you, and then you just use some heavy duty tape in between each board. And I like it better than the styrofoam because the pins, when you push them in, are really stuck in. This was fun, but I did this is a By the Bay, and I do not have the chart with me, but if you go on By the Bay and go to their blog, and recently she reposted it, this is a free pattern. But it's for breast cancer. Today is God's gift. And that was my doorbell. I have a package. Amazon delivers on Sunday. So this is courage. I'm going to give this to a lady that is in our church that is, cancer's come back for her after 10 years. Like the whole time I was gone, she was cleared, and now I come back and it's come back. But I'm going to give that to her eventually. I love that one. So those are some of my finishes. I mean, I have a lot more, and I'll show those in other videos. And I am going to look at this. How do I know how long I've been on here? So should I not worry about how long it's been? I won't worry about it. We'll go on. So I'm going to show you some things that I have finished. Let's see. I have finished, but I haven't like framed, like I'm not fully finished. They're mostly, some of them are done, don't have the buttons on them yet, but I'm going to show you some of those. Let me see if I can find, I'm going to put this over here until I find those charts. Okay. Where did I put that one? So some of you all did this SAL when it was going on. I was a little late to the game, but I knew I wanted to do it, and I had it, and I did change the colors. This was this one. Let me grab it out. Country Cottage Needleworks. Bless Our Home. I know a lot of you have seen that, and I'll show you my version of it. I have my main bathroom in my house is patriotic, so I've been doing a lot of patriotic lately just to stitch up some things to put in there. My master bathroom is like all beachy, so that's why I'm kind of into beachy also. But I love this one, and here's my colors. Bless our home. And I'll tell you what the colors are that I changed here in a second. Look at that one. And I put the date under the flag and then put my name down there. And this goes with my blue and red colors in my house. This is done on hand dyed by Stephanie caramel macchiato. And I've done Miss Christmas Eve, and I'll show her when I show you Christmas ones sometimes. But this is the fabric I used on Miss Christmas Eve, if people are wondering what you can use for that. So the colors I changed to this, the blue is Presidential Blue. And maybe you've seen that before. And guess what? I don't have the red one here. Presidential Blue. Let me think what the red was. The red was Schoolhouse Red. That's what it was. Okay, that's the one I'm going to frame, put in my bathroom. And then this one I think I left this one laying over here. I'm going to have to go get it. I'll show it to you another time. I'm going to show you that another time. Along with that, I'll show you that another time. So, knee high by the 4th of July. And I'm bummed because when I was watching my new gal, Jackie, yesterday, she informed me that this was in Just Cross Stitch magazine in like 2015. I didn't know that. So I bought the chart. So I'm going to have to give that to someone, this chart. And the only thing I did different on here, and you're going to see after I show you, because I'm a bead person, I used beads on this. For the corn. Can you see it? I love this one. My mom, who has passed away, she was 50 when she died. She always said this saying. My grandpa had a farm and an orchard. I've always been a country girl in a city. It's kind of interesting. I've been country and city girl because the city was always close to us, but we lived in the country. But look at the beads. I wonder if it'll zoom in. So the orangey ones are like coppery. It won't zoom, will it? Clear up. I love the corn, and I'll tell you what those beads are here. So the gold beads are glassy beads. Number I knew I was going to have to get used to this focusing. It's number 2093 on the gold beads. And then on the coppery beads, they're number 330. Oh, that one. Oh, that was focused for a minute. There's that beads. So that's my knee high by the 4th of July, which is kind of my house colors too. So I'll have that done. And then I don't have it framed, but I at least have it stitched. I have done this one. I think I did this last fall and knew I have to get it framed till Christmas time. So I'm going to get ready to get this framed. This is Silver Creek Sampler, My Christmas List. My Christmas list. And I used all the call forward flowers. And this material on here is Casual 28 Colorscapes hand-dyed fabric. Picture This Plus. That's what it is. Picture This Plus Ancient is what I did it on. So family visits, turkey dressing, woolen sweaters, Christmas blessing, flying reindeer, mistletoe, hot cocoa, old Saint Nick, peace and goodwill, peppermint stick. I just loved this one because it just talks about everything. Christ is born, Christmas morn. I love this one. Cannot wait. Remember, and this is Picture This Plus Ancient. See how it looks? It's kind of ancient-y looking. I love that. So that is Silver Creek. And I like a lot of theirs. And one I'm going to show you later is I've done that Dorothy one. That's the one I forgot to bring over here, but I'll show you that in another video. So I've done that one. And then I've also, those, okay, I'm going to show you one more. Oh no, I'm showing you more than that. So this one, remember I like Stony Creek, but you haven't seen much Stony Creek. But when you see some of my old stuff, it's all Stony Creek. I do almost all the SALs for Stony Creek because of their free charts every month. So I always did those. This one, the only thing I have to do is I need to find buttons for these. I need to get those buttons. That's what I need. I haven't bought them yet, but I did this. I love this one just because I'm in Florida. And I did, oh here, I should show you the magazine picture first. Hold on, can't show you that. Okay. I think this is, let me look what magazine it is. Winter of 18. I got it and I did it right away. Look at the snowman on the beach. I love it. Called Warm Wishes. And I changed, you probably won't be able to tell it very much, and I can tell you what color it is. I changed, it's a red color, but I changed, since my house is kind of tangerine and orange and turquoise, I changed to an orangey, which I changed to, yeah, I'll show you. See, it's kind of orangey. I mean, it looks red here, but it's kind of a bright orange. I love it. I know I used the variegated one for the sun. 4200 is DMC. It's the variegated DMC 4200. And then 891 was my salmony orange color. I'm gonna have to learn how to focus on things on here. It's one thing I'm gonna have to learn. 891. Okay, that is that, and I'm gonna have that. I just learned that there's a lady that goes to our retreats here, and I'll tell you about those at the end, that does finishes. And I may have her do a pillow on that. I know I can do the pillows, but I want to do some special stuff on that I don't want to try. So I'll show you that when that gets done. Alright. And then I have a couple. I showed you that one. So have y'all ever seen these? And I'm going to tell you about where I got these at the end of my video too, because I'm going to talk about someone. This is a roll, and it's got silk on it, silk ribbon that you can store your unfinished that you haven't framed pieces in. And I got to move all those that I've shown you back in here. Some of these I've done a while ago that I just need to get framed. The first one is Because I Love You. This is a pattern from Carousel Charts, and I do not even remember where I got this. So if anyone knows about that, you can let me know about that in comments. But it's just a little thing. It can be even a bookmark, and I may make it a bookmark. Because I Love You. Isn't it cute? I probably will make it a bookmark. It's kind of a perfect bookmark. So that's in here that I've done. And this one I couldn't find the pattern for because I've done this several years ago. And I'm probably going to make it into a pillow. Here's how this works. See how this rolls out? Just rolls out. And this is a medium-sized one. I have a real little one for smalls. I wish I had the really big one for bigs. But I usually get my big ones framed pretty quick. This one, I'm not sure where I got this or what this fabric is. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow somewhere else. And now we're in the middle of August in Florida, and we're saying, yeah, we want that coolness, don't we? So this was another Stony Creek Pattern of the Month club kind of thing. And what if on these Pattern of the Month clubs, I'm gonna get them in order here. December, January, February, March. So these were a 4-month series. It started in December of 2016. You get, if you buy it during the month, it's free. You pay shipping, but it's free. So this one was called Seasons Come, Seasons Go. This was Spring Flowers. Then January was Summer Fun. And those are buttons that Stony Creek does. That's the tire and flowers that are buttons. You'll see it more on the chart when I show you the finished piece. And then February was Autumn Harvest. It's so cute. And look, the tree leaves colors change for each season. And then Winter Peace, the snowman. And I see this. You can buy those at Stony Creek. But I actually think I'm going to do mine as a pillow. So I didn't buy that. And here it is. Oh, and let's see if I have the, I don't see, this one's one I did a year or so ago, so I don't have what fabric this is. But it looks like Caramel Macchiato hand dyed by Stephanie. But look at the buttons. Aren't they cute? The seasons may come and go, but family lasts forever. That's that one. And this one, I cannot find my chart for either, but I'm going to show it to you anyways. This one is called, let me look. It's a Lizzie Kate. It was a monthly one. Spirit of Christmas. It was a monthly one also, and it kind of, it's the same colors, or it's supposed to coordinate with the Things Unseen one. But this is Christmas. So Christmas is not a time nor a season, but a state of mind to cherish peace and goodwill, to be plenteous in mercy, is to have the real spirit of Christmas. Isn't that cute? And look at that wreath and that tall house and the tree with the bird on it and the buttons that are going on. It was so cute. I love doing that too. That is called Spirit of Christmas. It's a Lizzie Kate. Let me put these all back in here. Alright, and then you just roll this back up and all your stuff stays flat and unwrinkled. That's why I like that. Okay. I'm going to move on to, I see what you say about when you make a mess here. And I'm sitting here wanting to clean it all up before I go on. But I won't. So this, I got to grab this from the floor. I couldn't fit everything. This is some of my haul lately. Some of my haul. And then I'm going to show you some things I'm going to work on soon. So this is some of my haul. And I haven't done a Satsuma yet, but I love Satsuma and their colors. And this one is in a model in our LNS, Brick City Stitchers. And because I have a Dotson, I think this one looks like a Dotson. I love it. Dog Park. And I am doing it on like a, you know what? I have it in this pile. I'll show you what I'm doing it on. It's part of my stash. Like this color. This piece isn't big enough, but I'm going to get this color. It's kind of like a, I'm going to have to take it out of the package. It's kind of like a minty blue. You know how you can't hardly see those colors, the mint and blue, on these videos. But yeah, I'm going to do it on that kind of color. So that is Satsuma Street. Dog Park. I love that. This is another Stony Creek, and it's actually going on now, and I haven't started it, but I'm going to have it kitted up, and I'm going to do it sometime, but it may not get done this year. This started in May, June, July, May. Here's what it looks like when done. That's the one thing about Stony Creek, they show you what it looks like, but you only get each part monthly. So this one is the ingredients one. And what I do is when I order these, I order the buttons with them and tape them in here. This is the next one. Newt. I love it. I have Newt. And I'm not much of a Halloween person, but there are some things I think, if they're cutie, I like them. Witches' spells. And I just like the banner ones that do that. And I'm doing that on the called for. I'll tell you what that is. I'm going to have to look. I think it's Stormy. I think it's Stormy. Yes. Vintage Stormy Nights Lagana. That's what it is. It's kind of just a stormy looking fabric. It's going to be pretty on that. Got some of the special flosses. Some of it's glow in the dark. So I went ahead and got some of the special flosses. So I'm going to be working on that. Well, that's actually something I've been stashed or haul that's been coming monthly. I had just gotten the recent one. Alright. Let's just sit this over here and I can put it all away later. This is a little one that I've had that I want to do. No, this is new stash. I just kitted it. That's what it is. The bee cottage. I also like bees, so you're going to find out. I like a lot of critters. I like bees, sunflowers, beach, anything beachy, birds. The beach cottage. I want to do that one. It's cute. It's just a little thing that I'll do. I'll probably do it like an ornament or something. And I got this stash. This one, because of the sunflowers. Country Cottage Needleworks. Sunflowers in Summer. I love that one. It says, over the fence where the sunflowers grow, summer winds glide by as stalks sway to and fro. I love that. I'm going to do that, and I have changed some of the colors on it. Nope, I didn't. And I have not done anything with silks, but I really liked this one because of the silk colors, and I haven't started yet. I have it all kitted up, but I'm going to get ready to start it. It's some of my haul that I've gotten since market. This haul that I'm showing you is stuff I've gotten since market and haven't started. This is Ink Circles. What's the name of this? Forest of Sumatra. But I gotta show you this silk. I don't know if y'all have seen this. I've not seen anyone show these yet. It's all done in this like mermaid colored silk. Oh my goodness. It's called Gloriana number 297. Look at it. I cannot wait to do this. It's gonna be my first silk. My next silk one I'm going to do that I'm trying to kit up and start late, that I'm not going to be doing with everyone else, is the Patriotic Sampler that has all the silks and all the specialty stitches. I want to do that one. Here's another haul. Bringing Home the Tree, Susan Hillis. I love it. Now, oh, I should have brought that magazine over. I'll show it to you another time. In the new Stony Creek magazine, there's a truck with big pumpkins in it. I'm going to do that one. It's a red truck. But I'm changing mine to turquoise because when I was growing up, my grandpa had this truck, but his was turquoise. So because my house is turquoise and some of those pumpkins in the truck are orangey and cream colored, it will match my house really good. And so I'm going to change it to a turquoise truck. And I'm doing this on, this is Stormy also. Just like the Halloween one. Stormy. Doing that fabric. All of these I'm doing on Stormy. This one is Shannon Christine Designs. This snow globe with the deer. I love it. It's called Deer Snow Globe. And it's done, I'm doing it on the Stormy. And then another one with the truck in the snow globe. Oh, love it. Doing that on the Stormy. And that's my recent haul. And I do have some more recent haul I couldn't find, so you're going to see that in the video. I'm like, okay, now what did I do with that? So some of the neat things I've gotten lately. Someone's going to say, another thing you like? Yeah, I like critters. At Christmas time, I have a tree that's just critters. All the ornaments on it and everything are critters. So I love project bags too, like everybody else. And this one I just got, and I know you probably know who it is when you see this, but look, she did the fox face on the front. I love foxes too. And this is Diddly Daddle Designs. It's so cute. I love it. I haven't even put anything in it yet. I gotta decide what to put in it. And then I'm gonna show you this one. I forgot to look up the gal's name. Her first name is Kim. And she just posted some bags one day on a Facebook page. Like a stash Facebook page. And she lives in Kansas City. And because I like bees too, and I know some of you have seen these, and other people do them. But I love this one. Not only has bees, it has sunflowers. I love it. Isn't it pretty? And I know this one's been on a lot, this pattern. And this one's really big. I love this. I'm actually getting a stamping thing that I think is big enough to go in that one, if I don't use it for cross stitch. Some other things I bought is, of course, I've been getting these, and I haven't done them yet. I have the first one, and then I got this one, Where Liberty Dwells. And I'm doing the drums on these. I'm probably going to do the other one too, but I know that someone was saying it was hard to find the chenille, and I feel you. I've had a hard time finding it also, but I did find some of it at Lady Dot that I bought, and this one is actually matches this. So if I do the pillow. But then while I found some chenille, I bought more because I'm like, that's hard to find. I'm gonna get it. This one's called Sizzle Lady Dot chenille. And Jack, I guess this one's called. It's kind of goldish. I love it. It's gonna go with something. And then I've at my LNS, she'll put remnants of fabrics in a bin. You know, when she's getting towards the end of something, get ready to order. So I'll often buy those because I like to do smalls and stuff. But this one is so pretty. It is called Hand Dyed Banshee. But it's like marbly gray. And if this had been big enough, it's not big enough. It will look really good in that SAL that Tiny Modernist is doing right now. The haunted house, which I may jump on that bandwagon. Because I really like it. It's cute. See, it's cute. See that little Dracula that's on there? It's cute. I like the ones that are cute. Then I got this fabric. And it is called, it's Hand Dyed Dwarf. But it's like blue jean color. It kind of looks bright there, but it's more like a faded blue jean color. I got a couple pieces of that. Just a little bit more here. And then, oh, I love this. I wish it had been big enough to do that ghoul bus in Stony Creek. The bus with all the ghosts all over it. I'm going to do it on this color, but these pieces aren't big enough. So I got to find this color. So if you know where I can find it, you can't even see it. It's like a bright lime green. That almost looks yellow. That looks yellow. It's like a lime, like Halloween green. That's what I want to do that ghoul bus on. Since I'm going to be working at the high school now, I'm a testing coordinator. I know you all feel me. That's going to be a rough job that first year, but we'll get it down. So I would like to do that one, put it in my office there. So that's all kind of like my show and tell stuff. But as I said earlier, my my LNS is Brick City Stitchers in Ocala. I always say Ocala, Florida. And they do retreats all the time. And it's always in a hotel, and it's always Thursday to Sunday. And they probably do every quarter, like 4 a year. So I enjoy doing that. And I do that now when they have one and when I can. Last time I was actually in Cancun for our 25th wedding anniversary, so I didn't get to go to that one. So I go there often for their retreats. They're called Bare Bones Retreats, and I think Jackie's going to be there next time, so I will get to meet her. And so I do those retreats. Now, the first retreat I ever went on, my girlfriend in Tennessee, who stitches, does the primitive, she had heard of one from our LNS in Nashville. That LNS closed last summer, so I was really sad, but then I moved here, so I got closer to one here. But we would go to a retreat that they were a part of and sponsored, and that was Susan Greening Davis's retreat. And I've not really heard anyone mention her, but she's the first person I've ever met that knew samplers and talked a lot about samplers, has been across the seas, to the different places to see samplers. And her stories and what she shares is so neat. And then we usually do some little project things. Well, she has one retreat every year, every January in St. Augustine, Florida. Well, our first year, this next January is going to be our third time. We would fly here and go to that retreat, me and my friend Tracy. And so we've really enjoyed that and meeting those people. Well, then when I moved down here, I kind of knew some people that cross-stitched just from that retreat, and some of them go to the LNS in Ocala too, and so I've got to see some of them again also. So I have done Susan Greening Davis's retreats, and that's where I learned how to make a biscornu. So that led me to a Facebook page called the Great Biscornu Exchange, which I have done. I think we're on our third one. My third one I've done. Actually, I think it's the third one. I think I started with them. And that has been really fun. That is run by Jennifer Upton and some other admins too, but she's the one I first talked to. And I've really enjoyed watching her Flosstubes also. I did get in StitchCon this next June. And I get to go since I'm off in the summers now, working for the school, so that's awesome. And I'm really excited about that. I don't know yet. I may be by myself, but I will do by myself. My girlfriend's trying to get in. She's on the wait list, so maybe she'll get in and she'll get to go. Well, my friend here in Florida, she's going to go. Let's see. One other thing I wanted to mention, I also do, so I've done the Dixie Sampler Exchange. I missed out on the last one because I was slow to the game. The one going on now. And I also do the Great Biscornu. I also do, it's a Facebook page called Cross Stitch Card and ATC SAL. So they do like I don't know how else to say it, but like a baseball card, like a little baseball card size cross stitch. 1 month, then the next month they do a card. And I'm going to show you my card. I meant to leave it out for the video, and I just packed it up to ship to my next person. But my next person don't know who it is. And she don't know I have her, so I'm going to show you at least the picture of the card I just made. It is so cute. And the theme this time was antique, which was really fun and something you had to think up antique to make the card, like a greeting card. So every other month is like a greeting card. You do a cross stitch and you put it on the card. So here's mine. Oh, I think someone told me you should, let me turn the brightness down. Brightness, brightness, brightness. Okay. Oops. So look what I did. And I kind of designed it myself. I found a key. Oh man, you know how that is, y'all. You feel me. Hold on. I'm going to find my brightness. Display. Brightness level. Down. Okay. Let's try that. There. Can you see it? It's a key. My windows are reflecting off of it. There. It's a key with a bird, a blue bird sitting on it. Like an antique key, an old key. I love that. I just boxed it up. I'm actually probably going to do this more, like maybe ornaments or something for Christmas gifts. I just love that one. Maybe even do some red birds on it. So that is me and what I like and what I do. And if you will comment below where you're from, I want to know where everybody's from. So make some comments. Just tell me where you're from. I hope to see you soon. I'm thinking about we're gonna have to feel this out since I'm working now. But I'm thinking probably every 2 weeks is when I'll do a Flosstube. But I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you're watching. Subscribe to me, share my channel, and just come sit down sometimes and stitch and watch. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks for coming. Bye-bye.